thank you for being with us and giving us the opportunity to do what we do at His Radio, because as Liz will tell you, this is a listener-supported radio station.
Yeah, it is. And we count on our listeners. And, just like you count on us, you turn on the radio, we're there. We've got the music. We count on you. And so we had to postpone that friend-raiser back in April, but it's coming up again. It's coming up on June 22nd. But the thing is, you don't have to wait until then to get to be a part of the His Radio ministry.
The difference that you make, I'm telling you, it is amazing, because the songs are on the air and it's made possible because of people like you that are hearing that Jesus is the rescue story in their life. So with June 22nd right around the corner, I want to ask you two things. Number one, pray. Pray that this is a really good friend-raiser, because we really do need to make our operational budget. We are a little bit behind because we didn't have our spring fund drive. We're now having a summer fund drive instead. We call it friend-raiser. And would you do something during this friend-raiser? And as Liz said, you don't have to wait. You can literally give your gift online today. Here's the number. It's 800-447-7234. Text the word GIVE there, or give online at hisradio.com.
His Morning Crew.
So in Savannah, a couple of people were in their car just driving down the road, and all of a sudden, something smashed through their windshield.
Scary when you think about it.
Oh, for real. You're just driving along and boom, and, glass goes everywhere. So this actually happened. It was in Savannah. It was a woman and her brother. They say they are lucky to be alive. So they're driving down the road, and all of a sudden, in the windshield is a turtle.
A turtle? That's crazy. I saw that.
I know. How? They were going northbound on Harry S. Truman Parkway near Montgomery Cross Road. They kind of saw something out of the corner of their eye. Next thing you know, the brother was covered in glass. Evidently what happened, they think, is maybe a car in front of them or that was passing them hit the turtle. It sent it flying. It ended up in the windshield, and the car was so damaged, they had to pull it over to the side of the road. It had to be towed away.
It's amazing. Amazing.
That
that little turtle, and it wasn't a big turtle either. When you see the pictures, because it's like it stayed in the windshield. It was half outside, half inside after it hit that windshield on the passenger side. You can see it on Facebook. And when I saw the picture, I'm like, wow, how in the world it got airborne? But it makes sense, maybe another car.
Exactly. But it's like one of those, what do you call them? Box turtles. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like to me. That's what my boys call it. I don't know why, but it's just a little guy. But, LaTanya is the driver of the vehicle that was in there with her brother. And she said, thing is, turtle didn't have insurance. He couldn't get a lawyer, so she ended up paying the deductible and everything.
Yeah. True that.
I liked her little spin on that.
The way that she put it. She had a good sense of humor through it all.
Yes, she did.
His Morning Crew.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Not even a worldwide pandemic can keep us from celebrating your accomplishments.
Senior shout-outs on His Radio.
Hi, this is Ginger. I'd like to give a shout out to our granddaughter, Morgan Nicholson of Buffalo, Wyoming. She is a high school graduate. We are so proud of you, Morgan. We are looking forward to watching you walk the path God has chosen for you. Congratulations, Morgan. We love you so much, Nani and Grandpa.
Your long distance senior shout out from Grammy all the way to Wyoming. That's amazing. And that was done on our His Radio app and the open mic.
Yeah, I loved that from Nani. We have another shout out, Monica Cannon from High Brighton High School, band, Key Club. She's going to Brevard College to study undergrad veterinary, and then she's going to transfer to state for her doctor's degree. And one more, Charlie Beld. He's homeschooled, volunteers at the Academy of Arts, and even performed in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in the American High School Theater. He's going to Clemson.
Hey, you go. Your senior shout-outs with His Radio. By the way, this is the last day to do that. You can do that a couple of ways. One is the My His Radio app, which you can download today on Google Play and the App Store, and use the open mic to leave your personalized, recorded senior shout-out.
Yeah, and you can even text in the keyword senior. If you missed some of that info, just text senior to 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
It was a pizza. A pizza with a slice removed that has spawned a game that was birthed 40 years ago that people still go, I kind of like that game.
I can't believe that was how it was inspired, because I get those pizzas a lot when my husband or the boys go get a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Pac-Man pizza.
Yeah, Pac-Man. Pac-Man's 40 years old. I had no idea until today that it was inspired by a pizza missing a slice. And some dude went, I'm going to make a game out of this. And this game will have this round thing with a slice that's missing out of it, go through a maze, and chomp up little dots.
And who would have thunk that would have turned in, probably a multi-billion-dollar business, I would think.
Let me tell you, I'm from the era that you go to the arcade at the mall.
Yeah.
At the mall, and you plump in a bunch of change into a machine, and you play that silly thing until an Atari came into your home.
Until your hand is all cramped in that.
Man, I played that silly thing for hours.
Well, my dad was the manager at a fast food restaurant, and right next door was a convenience store. And so when I went to work with him, every now and then, he would give me a big handful of quarters, and I would play Pac-Man. Same thing for hours and hours.
That's crazy. Wow. Yep. Pac-Man, inspired by a pizza.
Did you ever play like Mrs. Pac-Man, or was your favorite the original?
No, not Mrs. Pac-Man.
I did. I liked her little pink
You're
bow.
allowed to.
Yeah.
You're a young lady.
Well, true. But wasn't there like a Pac-Man Jr.? Wasn't there a kid or something like that?
Oh, they spawned off a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And then they got into foster care.
What?
And then they adopted a bunch of kids. Don't you remember Adopted Pac-Man Jr.?
Not at all.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I think this is one rockin' grandma. I'm not talking about Liz. Talking about this other, not this other. I'm digging a hole. I'm sorry. I'm talking about this cool grandma that Liz will tell you about.
I'm just giving you the evil eye.
What happened
All
there?
right. Which I am looking forward to being a grandma. But this grandma is kindergarten teacher.
She's too young, by the way.
No, not at all.
Yeah, she is.
But grandma sings to her kindergarten class every morning. It's just the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Good morning, you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to see you. Aren't we glad we're all together?
And what she does while she's singing is she points directly at the camera so that the child that's there, 5 or 6 years old, goes, oh, she really is. She's talking straight to me.
How nice.
Yeah. And then she comes back with it and points to every little picture, and it just makes them feel special.
And she sings like that all the time?
Every morning, evidently.
How nice.
And what's really cool is I guess it's her granddaughter, posted this video and said she is awesome.
The best grandma ever.
Best grandma, best kindergarten teacher ever. And I love that teachers are thinking of outside the box ways to make their students feel appreciated and loved and special.
Good for her. Yeah. That's the way a grandma should be.
Oh, yeah.
His morning crew.
How much do you go to the mall?
Lately, not at all. But
well, yeah, okay. That was like a really dumb rhetorical question, huh? Come on, Dempsey, over there at his radio. What are you going to ask Liz? You go to the mall lately?
Before, I was a mall shopper.
I'm not when I was a kid, I was a mall rat because there was no video games or phones or stuff like that.
And we could cruise the mall at that point.
You could, but not anymore. Mm-mm. So when you go by that one spot and then you smell the pretzels. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Auntie Annie's?
Yeah.
I love their pretzels.
They have a home kit now.
What?
Yeah, hello. They just want to make sure people are still getting their full fix of Auntie Annie. Yeah, that's what you can call it. So they got the bake-at-home kits. They're available like online.
I don't know. I think part of it, and I'm not saying don't order it, but part of it is walking by, the smell. It's the whole, you're in the mall, you're with your friends, and it's a little treat.
I've seen it. I never got them, but aren't they like really big honkin' pretzels? They're really thick.
Yes, they are. But
I thought so, yeah.
Usually it's, me and one of the boys will share one or whatever, but they have those little nuggets too. I like the little nuggety ones.
Oh, do they really?
But I mean, they are dripping in butter and salt.
Oh, well, yeah.
And
there's that, isn't there?
Yeah, you got to watch that intake a little bit. But I bake them at home. If it's cheap enough, I might try it.
The bake-at-home kit?
Yeah.
Annie Ann, so you're going to make them big honking big, or are you going to do little bites?
Well, I don't do little bites. I live with 3 men.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's something up with this FedEx driver. Yeah, he likes Dairy Queen. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
He does. He's a FedEx worker. His name's Jordan, and he was making deliveries, and he went to one house, and there was a little girl there, 6 years old, but he was delivering a package, I guess, to her dad. And I guess she got a little bummed out to buy it, and he wanted to know why. So they said, well, it's her birthday today. So Jordan says, oh, well, happy birthday, leaves, goes to Dairy Queen, picks up some cupcakes. I've never had cupcakes from Dairy Queen. Didn't know that was a thing. Comes back, delivers them, made her day.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. And Mom's like, well, why'd you do that? He said, well, she should be with her friends celebrating her birthday. She can't do that. So I'm going to make it special.
Yeah.
Now they're making plans to get together after all the social distancing.
With the FedEx dude?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and she even tweeted out like her thanks. FedEx picked it up. I think his dad-in-law or something picked it up, let him know about it, and that's how they got together. So, see, this is creating new relationships that you wouldn't have had it not been for social distancing.
That is just so nice.
Yeah.
And that he went to Dairy Queen and got that. I'm pretty sure he got himself a Blizzard.
You know he did Butterfinger.
A Butterfinger Blizzard.
Yeah, it's the best one.
And then cupcakes for the girl.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I was reading that Uber Eats, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't they helping out so that you can order for somebody else?
I think that is so cool. So if you just want to thank a healthcare worker, or you want to say, hey, my mom needs a meal, you can send Uber Eats. All kinds of different restaurants all over the country. So I don't know if where you are, you could send a meal to South Dakota. I don't know if you could do that.
If they have Uber Eats there.
Right, exactly. But I
Okay.
don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Maybe
Oh, you
somebody-
can.
No.
I think what you need to do is know first if they're an Uber Eats there,
Okay.
and then what restaurants they partner with, and you pick the restaurant and the Uber Eats, and boom, send it off to nurse so and so at such and such hospital if you want to.
How awesome would that be? Make somebody's day.
Random Uber Eatings, Uber Eats. What do you call it? A drive-by Uber Eat.
A drive-by,
I don't know.
a random act of Uber.
Yeah.
There you
Eats.
go. Eats, yeah.
Eats.
Random act of Uber Eats.
I think they're going to come pick you up in a car.
Oh, we need to come up with a jingle. Random act of Uber Eats. Uber Eats.
Okay.
Uber Eats.
She should just keep working on that, right?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if you've done one. I have not yet. This sounds like this could be more my speed when it comes to a virtual escape room.
I have never done an escape room. I'm a little scared of them, and I'm not scared of a lot.
Oh, you shouldn't be.
Well, but if, like Ian was saying earlier in our production department, that he went in one that was based on math, I would never get out.
Wait a minute. Really? What did you have to do?
It's really weird. It was like set in a whole casino setting, and a lot of stuff had to do with addition, subtraction, and patterns and all that kind of stuff.
Nope,
Math.
I'd still be there.
Today?
Oh, absolutely.
3 years later,
Yeah,
Liz
yeah,
is
we-
still trapped in
We
the
ended
escape
up
room.
running out of time by the end of it.
Yeah.
So it's
So you didn't
rough.
solve it.
No, we weren't able to solve it. Like, we keep seeing people posting these signs, oh, I made it out of the escape room, and we just get a sign like, oh, you tried.
Wow.
Wow, no.
I'm frightened. I don't
see?
know if I'll do it.
If I can correct somebody's grammar, I might have a chance.
Correct grammar.
Maybe. I don't know. With my red pen?
You put my family and Liz's family in the escape room, she's going to get us out of there because I'm horrible with grammar. She'll be correcting me the whole time. But this is Trapped in the Web, trappedintheweb.com, and they have virtual escape rooms. The good thing is they have a beginner,
Okay.
a couple of intermediates, and, of course, the expert. So hopefully, if I try this, because it is online,
Are you going to try?
I don't know.
Are you going to try?
I don't know. I don't know if it costs anything. I need to look to see if it costs like some dime.
$10 or something a
Okay.
person, maybe.
$10 to get trapped and never get out of that thing. If I have to use math like Ian had to use math, forget it. I'm stuck.
I've got a jumpsuit I can get trapped in for free.
There you go.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Yeah.
Brings back some memories, doesn't it?
Love it.
Back in the day, old DJ Tanner. Now they have From Full House to Fuller House.
Yeah.
Whole series on Netflix. If you haven't been around for a while.
Yeah, right? I've been singing it. Sorry.
Oh, are you singing? Go ahead.
I don't know this part.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
She knows the.
Exactly. I know the beginning.
Everywhere you go. So I don't know if you're following Fuller House on Netflix, but their last show ever is about to happen. They just put out like the trailer for it.
Oh, it's so sad. I mean, it's not because it's probably run its course.
The final episode
Yeah.
of Fuller House. I'm sorry.
Everywhere you go.
I don't know the words to sing. She's like going through nostalgia over here.
I love it, Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron?
Where are you?
No,
Where are
sorry.
you? Hello.
Candace Cameron.
It's the wrong show
I know.
over there,
I was
lady.
thinking John Stamos.